The residents of Sodeto, a village in northern Spain, don't have to wait for December 25th for their dreams to come true. They already have. 5 years ago, they won El Gordo, the fat one, Spain's huge Christmas lottery. In all, they shared a prize of 100 million euros. But they vowed not to let it go to their heads. This is the heart of the village, a cafe, restaurant, and bar called Life is Beautiful. Inside, guests while away afternoons chatting or playing cards. Do you bet money in this game?
No,
it's just for drinks, for whoever pays for the coffee or beer.
So you're not risking your winnings?
No, we're not gambling the money we won in the lottery.
It's a myth that lottery winners just gamble away their money.
Alicia Preciados didn't become a millionaire in the fateful lottery. She only moved to Sodeto in 2012. She runs the cafe.
You can't tell they're millionaires. Sure, they all have fat bank accounts, but their lives haven't changed a bit. Their families all still live under one roof.
Back then, the villagers decided to get together and take part in the Christmas lottery. Not everyone invested equal amounts, however, and they don't like to talk about who won how much exactly. David Aldea is off to tend his cattle in a BMW. Before winning the jackpot, he already owned one house in the village and another one outside town.
We renovated the houses, but that's it.
And this car was a present to yourself?
No, we already owned it. It belonged to my son. He bought it when he turned 18. That was 12 years ago. We'll make a wood fire and grill the meat for lunch.
So you splurged on that?
Yeah, it's a pretty affordable indulgence. Come on, everybody gets a little. Hold on, let me just bring this inside. We did buy this tractor with the lottery money, and this trailer to transport our wheat, or actually our whole harvest, corn, wheat, and barley. We used to have an old tractor. We swapped it for this one.
An unusual kind of luxury.
Yeah, not luxurious at all, really. Working with new machines just makes life easier.
So a farmer's dream come true.
Exactly, that's just it. Because it's bigger, this tractor makes our work go faster. And it's more comfortable. Let me just tend to my cattle, then we can head back. I've got to make sure they have enough feed. And there's another herd. I've got to check it as well. This is where the feed is dispensed. We're working just like we did before the big win. Sure, we have a lot more savings now, and we've got a new car, things like that. But everything else has stayed pretty much the same. We still work the land. We've just tilled our fields and planted a few days ago, before the rain came.
Just outside the village lives the only resident who did not win anything in the lottery 5 years ago. Kostis Mitsotakis is known in the village as the Greek. He's a filmmaker who moved to Sodeto for love. He didn't think much of the El Gordo Christmas lottery, so he didn't take part back then. The relationship that brought him here also ended. But he stayed in the village nonetheless. Mitsotakis is currently working on a documentary about the lucky villagers of Sodeto.
This is the exact moment when, one by one, they began to realize they'd won. It's 10 in the morning. They're starting to understand what's happened. Everyone has grown much more relaxed after the win. Nobody's worried that they can't pay back their loans, or if the money will last until the end of the month. The families have become closer, and the youngsters who wanted to find work elsewhere have stayed.
So will you buy a lottery ticket this year?
No.
Why not?
Because I've never played. You can't force luck.
No.
His documentary is set to hit cinemas next year. Village Mayor Gabriel Penea is heading to Sodeto Beverly, where the village's younger residents live. Penea is just 26.
The young generation has decided to stay. They've built houses here.
Was there a road here before?
Yeah, but there was nothing on this side. It was just like over there. Only trees. By staying, the younger generation has made the village more vibrant. Before the lottery win, our population was shrinking. Now it's growing.
And more construction is underway. A park is being built. But that doesn't mean the people of the village are forgetting the way they've always done things. For instance, vegetables are still grown behind the football pitch. Nobody wants to discuss whether the sudden influx of wealth has created any tensions in the village. Rosa Pons was the mayor when Sodeto hit the jackpot. Now she's enjoying an early retirement. Practically every day, she visits a neighbor to have coffee.
Look at the vegetables they gave me. Aren't they great? Ismael brought them over yesterday. Aren't they wonderful?
Virginia Rivas and her family are rumored to have won an especially large share of the money. Was it 200,000 euros? 400,000? Maybe even a couple of million? They're not saying.
If being a millionaire means no longer going to work, then that doesn't apply to us. Not one bit. All I'll say is that the money is a great help and has made a lot of things better. All right? Now, let's have some coffee. This is left over from last Christmas.
Have the adults treated themselves to anything?
No, we don't have a new car or anything like that.
Why not?
We already had a good car, so why spend money on a new one? There are more important things.
The villagers say they haven't let the money go to their heads. They invested in sustainable ways to have money down the road. And money alone, they say, doesn't make you happy.
You've got to be healthy to enjoy money. Good health is what it's about. That's what everyone should be wishing for.
Exactly. It's better to be healthy but have no money. That's better than being rich but in bad health. It's hard to enjoy your money when you're sick.
True.
I head back to the village cafe. The young people here love playing cards, just like their parents, who played the lottery and won big.
If I were to win, I'd invest the money too. I love cooking. I'd open a restaurant.
Here they are. We're prepared.
What would you do if you hit the jackpot?
Well, I'd build a house. I've always bought lottery tickets, and some were also given to me.
Do you believe in luck, Alicia?
I do. But luck comes from hard work. And if it pays off, then everything is as it should be.
Bernardino Sanchez is one of the village elders. If Alicia won, what does he think she should do with the cash?
I think she should spend it, of course. Why stash it under the mattress or put it in the bank?
But that's exactly what most people here have decided not to do. They've been careful with their winnings. There are still plenty of millionaires in the village of Sodeto.